Hello, my name is Sean Glovier and I'm running for Kennedale ISD School Board Place 1. Today let's talk about failure rates. There's a lot of talk right now about how failure rates are on the rise and what that means for us. Now this is an important thing to consider in normal times, but we're not living in normal times. At the end of last year, districts were faced with a difficult decision. Do we continue with ordinary grading practices, or do we move to a pass-fail system? Now, to our credit in Kennedale ISD, we did keep some semblance of a numeric grading system at the higher grade levels. With that being said, it was possible during the fourth 9-week period to do absolutely no work and get credit. This has had consequences that teachers everywhere are feeling now. Allow me to give you an example from my own classroom as to why this is a bad statistic to focus on right now. After spring break, I was discussing college readiness with my students as a part of a career and college expo. One of my students, we'll call him Matthew for the sake of anonymity, told me that he knew what he was going to do after high school. He wanted to play ball in the NFL. This launched an entire conversation around how he planned to get to the NFL. You see, he knew he wanted to attend LSU, but here's the problem with that. He hasn't passed a single class all year. So I showed him what the average student admitted to LSU had academically, and then asked, so how do you expect to get into LSU? He shrugs. Why don't you do any of the work? He finally responded, well, to be honest with you, I just think the school is going to pass everyone again. See, the COVID slide isn't just a loss of academic understanding. It's a loss of personal responsibility. It's a loss of classroom expectations. We have eliminated the bar. There are no standards anymore. Matthew was brave enough to say what many high school students are thinking right now, and this is why failure rates will remain higher than the pre-COVID classroom until we stress personal responsibility. We have the tools in place now to be remote 100% of the time if there's a resurgence of COVID. As a board trustee, I would not vote to use this type of grading system again unless there was a systemic failure of the virtual classroom for a considerable time. We must return to our commitment to excellence. I'm Sean Glovier, and I approve this message.